Please accept my warm greetings. I'm RP Jayaswal. At present, I'm working at Neotia University, Gurugram. My specialization is clinical biochemistry and pathology in medical laboratory technology. The Neotia University is far from my place, so I decided to record my presentation, and I would like to request the expert committee member to consider my recorded presentation. I'll try to explain and justify the topic of my presentation. At present, almost every human contain 5 different types of major evils that we call them as a vikar. 5 vikar or 5 major evils. And these 5 major evils in humans are: first, काम, क्रोध, लोभ, मोह and ahankar. And because of the presence of these evils, these vikars in human, it is considered to be the root cause of all type of relationship breakup, crime and even war in the world. And there is a lack of actually right education system across the world that awakens humans from the inside by removing these vikars from the human. So no education system can assure people getting rid of these evils from humans. It has been actually experienced and realized and endorsed by many people that regular practicing of Sahaj Raj Yoga meditation and learning godly education may help in becoming free from evil thoughts. As a result, there are less chances of committing crime or becoming victims. This paper therefore aims to highlight the ways to destroy the human evils and prevent them from doing crime. The review of literature for this topic, as we see that many criminals who commit a crime and when they are punished, so generally they realize and accept their own action as an inappropriate or unethical. But as the time passes, no one can reverse their action once it is done, because they get punishment. Hence, to avoid becoming victim of any crime or doing ill action, one should avoid practicing any of those 5 vikars. But how it is possible? How to avoid practicing those 5 vikars, as it is inside the human body, human mind, not body, it's human mind. So now the question is how to stop yourself from doing or from that vikars that we have. Here we can see the Sahaj Raj Yoga meditation, which is suggested one of the way to remove the vikars from the human mind or from human. While practicing this Sahaj Raj Yoga meditation, one can connect their mind and intellect with the Supreme Soul to feel happy, peaceful, loveful, powerful and blissful. After practicing Sahaj Raj Yoga meditation, it creates a civilized society. This will help to create a society that is of kind of civilized society. And SRM, that is Sahasrara Yoga meditation is a way to empower our own soul by connecting with the Supreme Soul. The Supreme Soul radiates all its energy towards a soul which helps to burn all its vicars. The Supreme Soul actually radiates all its energy towards the soul which helps to burn all its vicars. Godly knowledge is one of the another way that we can get rid of the vicars. A person may get a true godly knowledge from a well experienced spiritual teacher only, and such knowledge teaches us about the soul and the Supreme Soul. It also teaches about who am I, the birth and death cycle, and happy and sad moment. So there are so many other things that we can learn from the godly knowledge, and there should be some experienced spiritual teacher that who can explain all the doubts that we have. So there are two approach which has been suggested in this presentation. One is the Sahaj Raj Yoga meditation, and the second is the godly knowledge. Both of these helps in getting rid of vicars present in our body. So here this is the diagram which shows 8 main power of the soul that we have. Okay, and we can realize and experience these 8 powers after learning godly knowledge. Let's know the first one, the power that our soul have. So the power to judge that the thing is good or bad, power to face if there is some mishappening, so power to face, power to cooperate, power to help, power to withdraw, power to back up, power to tolerate, and power to adjust, and power to discriminate. There are these 8 main powers that each of us, our soul, inherit from the Supreme Soul actually. Okay, it is inbuilt power, and such power helps people in doing the right things for themselves and others in good manner. Supreme Soul is the only God of all souls, and one can experience Supreme Soul's immense purity, peace, love, joy, bliss, powers, and knowledge through the practice of Sahasrara Yoga meditation. Who am I? Soul and body together make a live human body. Soul is immortal, whereas the body is mortal. After death, the body is mixed with the 5 elements: soils, water, fire, air, and space. So these are the 5 elements to which the body after death is, mixed up. And the soul, which is immortal, which again comes into the, the, the another birth. It takes another body. So if people get such a type of awareness in their life, let's say like, who am I? Who is Supreme Soul? What are the power of the soul? So this kind of knowledge and awareness, if people get there in their life, then the chances of committing crime will be definitely reduced. The Supreme Soul is the father of all souls. One should try to awaken from inside and should experience the tremendous power inherited from the Supreme Soul. Let us know about birth and death. When there is a birth, there will be death as well. And all births are purposeful. Everyone plays a particular role in their life, and after completing a particular role, death is definite. No one can change that. But death does not mean that the soul dies. Soul is, therefore it is immortal, and the cycle of birth and death is repeated according to the soul role. Happy and sad moment of life are generally experienced by sense organs of a body, and generally both happy and sad moments are not actually permanent or not and it comes consecutively. Through the practice of SRM, one can experience extreme happiness and satisfaction only in the incorporeal world under the Supreme Soul. So this is the best happiness, where you know uh, the whatever the body, the sense organs of our body that experiences the pleasure or the sadness. So beyond that, the happiness and satisfaction can be realized and experienced in the incorporeal world under the Supreme Soul only. So let's discuss now. The criminals are innocent too. That how, why I have chosen this. So a person who commits crime is actually considered to be innocent here. How? Because he or she has not been guided throughout their life to remove his or vicars. Those five vicars are very dangerous, that we discuss about love, krodh, moh, ahankar, so many things. So most of the time, educated people also become victim of the crime. So it's not about the illiterate one we are talking about. The educated one who, after getting the degree, after getting qualification, even though they carry some of these bigards in them, and because of that they become victim of that some doing some crime. Yes, because if there is no crime, then even though there is a kind of like horse relationship in the family, maybe like a breakup, maybe like divorce, maybe like a suicide, so many things. So this happens due to the presence of either of the evil qualities, and SRM is the best way for awakening from inside, and it creates awareness about the purpose of the life. It teaches the true meaning of who am I. And at present, therefore, regular practice of SRM with the right godly education has become a compulsion to everyone to make a crime-free country. So we can conclude this presentation that everyone is entrapped by evil thoughts, and each thoughts are the reason behind breakup in relationship or doing crimes such as rape, murder, loot, etc. Hence, practicing the Sahasrara Yoga meditation and implementing the actual godly education in the habits and behavior may help to get complete control over the five evil of the humans. The people without vicars are less likely to commit any crime, or the life becomes uh, loveful, peaceful after them. So, uh, it is proved that criminals are innocent too, as if all individuals are taught well in a well manner, if they are well trained how to remove those five evils, five vicars from them, then nobody will even try to do some uh, bad things. So hence it is proved, and it is suggested in my through my presentation that we should try to learn Sahasrara Yoga meditation, and this we can learn free of cost at free of cost, which are at Brahma Kumaris, Ishwari Vishwavidyalaya. There are so many centers across the world. There are more than 140 countries where even Brahma Kumaris center has been opened, and in India also, in every state, every district, we can find their center. We can learn the Sahasrara Yoga meditation, and even we can learn the godly education, godly knowledge from the sisters or the brothers who are devoted to them, and they have devoted their life, and have experienced the extreme happiness, the extreme satisfaction they have uh, realized that what is the purpose of life, what is soul, and what is supreme soul, who is supreme soul, everything. Thank you for listening, and thanks a lot.